The final rays of sun bled through the towering pines, casting long skeletal shadows that danced with the dying light. Ilara checked her watch. 5:57 p.m. Darkness would fall quickly in these woods, and she was hopelessly lost. Her phone, predictably, had no signal. Panic, cold and clammy, tightened its grip around her heart. She'd been so confident, so sure of her route. Now, the familiar trail had vanished, swallowed by the deepening gloom. She pressed on, her boots crunching on fallen leaves and twigs, the sound oddly loud in the growing silence. Every rustle, every snap, sent a jolt of fear through her. She imagined eyes watching her from the dense undergrowth, eyes that belonged to something far older, far wilder than she was. The forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting. At 6:15 p.m., a twig snapped behind her. Ilara froze, her breath catching in her throat. She slowly turned, her heart hammering a frantic rhythm against her ribs. Nothing, just the trees, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. She told herself it was a deer, a rabbit, anything but something else. But the feeling persisted, a prickling sensation at the back of her neck, a sense of being watched, of being judged. The air grew colder, and a low, guttural growl echoed through the trees. Too deep, too resonant to be any animal she knew. Fear, raw and primal, seized her. She wanted to run, to scream, but her legs felt like lead. Then she saw it. A pair of eyes, glowing faintly in the twilight, emerged from the darkness between two ancient oaks. They were large, intelligent eyes, reflecting the dying light with an unnerving intensity. They watched her, unblinking, assessing. The growl came again, closer this time, accompanied by a slow, deliberate rustling in the undergrowth. Terror gave way to a strange, chilling calm. Ilara realized, with a dreadful certainty, that she wasn't alone. Whatever was out there, it was powerful, ancient, and it knew she was lost. It was toying with her, savoring her fear. The clock on her wrist ticked down to 6:30 p.m. She knew, instinctively, that this was her last chance. She had to make a choice: stay frozen in fear, become prey, or fight for her life. Taking a deep, shaky breath, she reached for the sturdy branch of a fallen tree, her only weapon against the unknown lurking in the shadows. As another guttural growl echoed through the trees, Ilara squared her shoulders, her fear replaced by a desperate, defiant courage. The countdown continued, but the game, she realized, had just begun.